you want to burn something? You guys with me?
Yes.
Okay, good. So I want to burn this. If I wanted to burn this, I get a finite point. Then the fire would start. How would you say what you do for a living and who your market is? If you want to start a company, we're not Google. I'm not Google. I don't have tons of money to go out and spend on marketing. Okay? But, so all that stuff we learned in business school, throw it out. You want to start a company, you got to start being really specific first, because the way you're going to catch fire is being specific first. Then, once the fire starts, you start working with other niches. Most people go out and they try and work with everyone. They pour their marketing dollars all over the place. If I hold this up too high, it's not going to will it start a fire? Okay, so we got to be specific. So typically my clients are, and the way you answer this question, if you're having trouble answering it, is who do you like to work with? If you could wave back at one, who do you want to work with? Who are those people? And I found in life that I ask for twice as much in my life. I usually get it twice as much. But sometimes we find as entrepreneurs is that they'll just take anybody they can get because they're kind of feeling desperate. And then they get clients they don't really want. And that's exhausting. So be specific. If you have any chance to work with people you want to work with, start saying. So typically my clients are, for me, coaches, consultants, and practitioners. And entrepreneurs, usually under 5 million. And they're usually having the challenge of making 7 figures in their businesses. Keeping it. I help them actually build a business and live their life on their terms. That's what I do. Now, I would say that slightly differently depending on who I'm with. You can have a few of these, 1 or 2, as long as you know you can fulfill. So my question to you guys is you're going to participate here, is who are your clients? Who are the clients that you want to work with? Let's hear it, go. Go ahead. Yeah.
I work with baby boomers.
Baby boomers. Okay, that's great. Thank you. Let's give a round of applause for participating. Do I have your permission to be your coach for the next a half hour?
Yes.
Okay, good. Each one of you I know I sat down with you, I can learn SEO optimization from him. I can learn lots of things from each one of you, but I got a half an hour and I'm an expert in helping you guys get clear about your businesses. Baby boomers is too broad. It's a little broad. So, who baby boomers? What kind of baby boomers? Okay, I work with healthcare professionals. Okay, does that sound a little different?
Yes.
How many of you know a healthcare professional? Okay, we're getting there. There's some leads. Baby boomers, everyone's like, I know baby boomer, but what the hell is that? Healthcare professionals. Okay, men or women? Great, we're getting more specific. Typically my clients, they're women in the healthcare industry. Pretty specific, right? No. Well, yeah, we're going to get to their challenge in a minute. What do they tend to have the challenge of? Well, the challenge of what? What's their challenge? Making enough money? Okay. Yeah. The value, got it. The value. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. What is it for you? What's their challenge? What do you solve? All of you should be asking this. What's the challenge that you solve for them? They don't care about your features, guys. They don't. They care about who they are they a match with you? They care about the challenge you help them solve and the results you get. And you got to be able to say that instantly in that moment. Weight loss. Okay, I work with professional healthcare women, professional women in the health industry who have the challenge of they've done everything and they just want to lose some, and they still have lost the weight they want. You know, I help them get what? What do you help them get? Weight loss. Okay, when they have the weight loss, what is having that do for them? Self-confidence. Help get self-confidence back. Bring the sex back. Good. Okay. So all of you take a moment and fill this in. The top part is typically my clients are who have the challenge of what's the problem and the results you deliver. At first, it's going to sound like a script. It kind of is. But then it just sounds casual. You know, I was working with people like, coaches, and they're just having this challenge of actually building a lifestyle around coaching and doing what they love and getting paid well for it. After they work with me, they make at least 6 figures and sometimes 7. Now, usually at that moment, they go, how do you do that? And that's when you know you did it right. Because then you go, oh, how do you do that? Well, a lot of different ways. Are you a coach? Yeah, I'm a coach. Good. So tell me more about that. Now you're selling. Most people go out and they try and sell everything in the first 2 minutes. You have sold correctly in the moment when they say, when you first need to sell the first meeting. Actually, you know what, even before that, you sell the phone number. Can I get your number down? Great, you've sold something. Congratulations, you got a phone number. Second sale that happens in one sale. Is it okay being in front of the room and getting exposure. So can we give a round of applause? What's your name? Hi, Kathy. Nice to meet you too. Okay, Kathy. So when you don't have a microphone, you just be loud. So fill up the whole room. So typically your clients are
somewhat successful retailers.
Somewhat successful retailers. Okay, that's not the plan. So what happens is nobody wants to be a somewhat successful retailer. So I work with retailers. What space?
Independent specialty retailers, does that help?
Okay, does anyone know an independent specialty retailer? Retailer. Right. It's too vague. It's getting vague. Okay. So do you work with what retailers? How big are their shops?
Well, like they own their own, like not chains, not big chains. So they're independent. They're
family-owned retailers. How many know a family-owned retailer? Okay, we got something. See how this works?
Yeah.
So she gets up, she goes, typically, hi. What's your name?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Kathy. Typically, I work with family-owned retailers.
Family-owned retailers.
Hi, I'm Kathy. Typically, I work with family-owned retailers. Okay? Now the people that have family members that are retailers and people that are family-owned retailers are all ears. The other people, they're not your clients anyway. It's okay. Okay, what did you used to say before? Okay, great. So change it.
It wasn't great.
No, well, I mean, great that you're moving on. Okay, so next one. Typically, and who have the challenge of what? What's their challenge?
Cash flow and overwhelm.
Wow, that is, you know what? My aunt owned a retail shop in Hawaii, and she was always stressed out, and it was always a cash flow thing, inventory out. I think that's great. So typically, you work with family-owned retailers who have a cash flow challenge, and they're stressed out. I help them get what?
I'm kind of proud of that.
I like it. Say it proud.
I help them get more profits, have more fun,
Yep.
and get better sleep.
Okay, good. Is that clear? More profits, more fun, better sleep. Okay, let's give a round of applause. So, now, you're going to go out there, and I'm not saying that anything I say, nothing I'm saying is like the absolute truth, okay? But what's important is that you guys go out and you apply it. Try it on. You're trying like a jacket, go out and try it on, and then over time you practice it. And if people are saying to you, how do you do that? I know one of those. Know that you got it down. And it worked. You did it. And then they say, oh, tell me more. And you go, oh, well, tell me about your business. And you will discover that a lot of times people know friends of friends who are family retailers. So let's give a round of applause. Thank you very much. Who else? Come on up. Let's give a round of applause. Gotta be extra loud. All right, so typically your clients are? Come up to the front.
Typically my clients are young athletes or other leaders who...
Okay, just stick to young athletes. But young athletes, huh? Are they? What? Yeah.
Sports athletes.
Are they in college or are they?
High school and college athletes.
Great, that's pretty specific.
Juniors and seniors.
Uh-huh. Great. So typically my clients are juniors and seniors through college.
Yes.
Athletes. It's pretty specific. How many know juniors and seniors and college athletes? Okay, you got about 40% of the room who have a challenge.
The challenge is getting past limiting beliefs, self-sabotage, non-supportive communication, identity challenges.
Too much. They're tuning out. And what the challenge is that they will, a lot of times that market will identify with that. They have a challenge of being what? What is their challenge? They actually want to perform better. And because you're trying to solve it in the equation. What is their challenge with athletes? Self-doubt. They have the challenge of like self-doubt or their mindset. Potential. They have a challenge of potential. Anything else? Throw it out there, guys. I'm not the expert on this. What's that? Okay, with the challenge of an untapped potential in their mindset and in their game. That's good. In their mindset and in their game. I help them get. What do you help them get? Okay, you're doing great, right? And when they get past their limiting beliefs.
Play at the next level.
Play at the next level. You're an athlete, aren't you?
Become a whole person.
Confidence and results.
Okay, a complete athlete. But when they are a complete athlete, what is having that do for them? We have to keep digging in deeper.
Reach the fulfillment.
What does an athlete really want? They want fulfillment, but they want to be a star. They want to kick butt. They want to get a contract. They want to be a winner. I help them become the winner that they truly are and get the contract. And ultimately, they want contracts. I help them become the winner that they truly are and help them get the contracts they're looking for to go to schools they're looking for. That's what a great mindset does. It's about the results. So let's try it out one more time, but let's talk about we got to get in their head. They want a contract, they want contracts, and they want to be a star in their game. So let's try it one more time. You game with me on this one? I know we're moving quick on this, but
I'm trying to remember it all, but it's not working out.
that's all right. Just trust
I'll
us.
take notes for you.
Yeah, actually, this is how it works. So typically my clients are. Go ahead.
Typically,
Loud.
clients are, young juniors and seniors in high school, or juniors and seniors throughout college athletes.
Great. Go to the challenge up.
Limit self. We had the challenge of. I just want to say limiting the leads, but I guess.
Reaching their full potential.
Untapped potential. So the challenge of an untapped potential that they know they have. They all know it. An untapped potential that they know they already have. Because they do know it. Does anyone get this?
Yes.
Okay, great. Okay. I help them get one. Contracts.
Confidence and results.
All right, now say it. Now just get up there and say it.
Alright, so.
Jump up now. Okay. Good. Hey, make sure I got you. Just say it.
Alright, typically my clients are juniors and seniors in high school throughout the college level. I help them get their biggest challenge, right?
Yeah, keep
Their
going.
biggest challenge is self-doubt and their inner game.
Yes.
So belief in themselves. And
I help them get.
I help them get the contract and peak performance.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. Let's do it myself. Now, when you are standing in front of the room, only 7% of what you say is what you're listening to. Okay? How you say this, what you need to embody. I'm giving you guys bonus material here. What you need to fully embody is the winner and the contract being done. You need to own it as if it's you. When you do that, it's like a magnet. It becomes a magnet. They don't care. They're barely listening to what you say. They're listening to who you're being. So you be up there. When you're talking to, if there's a room full of athletes, you gotta be that contract already happened at an emotional and a physical level. So have you ever, when you win the game, like at the end of the game, you wrestle, right? So before you go on the mat, you gotta be in a certain state. You have to be that state when you're with these athletes, because then they'll believe you and they'll buy into you. Is that a deal? Okay, so can you be that for just a second, or I don't want to start pushing you because you'll get mass. All right, go. Typically, my clients, be the athlete.